Tela of TelaHolcomb.com, and today we're talking about how long does it really take to be successful in the stock market. Let's get started. All right, so I get asked a lot, like, Tela, when is this dough going to start rolling in? Like, when can I expect some money? I get asked it all the time. And I get it. You want results and you want them now. You want to see some type of progress, like, immediately. That's the point, right? To make some money. I get it. However, when I'm asked, can I get started today and make $3,000 this month? My answer is always no. Can I get started and make $3,000 by next month? My answer is always no. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there is a lot to the stock market as far as what is going to make you successful. Like when you are determined, there's just a lot of factors that come into play to determine your success and how successful you are and how long it takes, okay? So I always tell people not to come in thinking that this is a get-rich-quick scheme or a get-rich-quick thing, because it's not. You can't come into this wanting to get rich quick and think you're going to be successful. That is the quickest way to crashing and burning, not being successful. So once you get past that, then it's the fact of, learning the whole process. But you have to determine what exactly is success to you. Now, this is something I go over with the students in my Trade Your 9 to 5 program. We go over what success looks like to them, or what we call in Trade Your 9 to 5 is, what does trading your 9 to 5 look like for you? To some, it's they only want to make $2,000 a month. They have a plan to become debt-free. That's one thing we work on, is becoming debt-free. That's part of the Trade Your 9 to 5 plan. But once you're debt-free, like, what does trading your 9 to 5 look like for you? Like, how much do you want to make to maintain the lifestyle you want to live? To some, it's $2,000 a month. To some, it's $4,000 a month. And to others, it might be $10,000 a month or more. And that's okay, because that is what success looks like for them. So it's important to identify what success in the stock market will look like for you. Is it that you want to trade your 9 to 5 and have that option of what your income would look like? Or maybe you just want to make $100 a month of additional income. You just want to invest and make that additional income here and there, and that's success to you. That's a win. Or maybe you just want to build your retirement over time by a certain amount, and that's what you would feel as being successful. That's what you have to identify, is what would that look like for you. So tell me in the comments, what would being successful in the stock market look like for you? Like, what are you trying to achieve? Is it to trade your 9 to 5? Is it to just build a retirement? Or maybe it's just to make some supplemental income, like $100 every month or something like that. Let me know in the chat, like, what does that look like for you? Another thing you have to take into consideration, which I just mentioned, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So don't come into it thinking it's going to be something that you pick up and implement overnight, because that's not how it works. There's some terminology to learn, there's a process, there's a system, there's strategies to learn. And honestly, the only way to get there and to really become good at it is to get out there. Now, lately I've been having people come to me and say, well, I'm scared to get started, or I don't want to get started, or I'm not understanding. I don't understand it all, so I haven't started. Well, you're not going to learn it, or you're not going to make progress unless you start. So you have to get out there and actually get started to make some progress. It's like working out. So you're not going to see progress overnight. Like, you're not going to go to the gym today and wake up swole tomorrow, right? Like, it's just not going to happen, fellas. And ladies, you're not going to go to the gym today and wake up like slim tomorrow. It's just not going to happen. You have to put in the work, right? You have to plan to eat healthy every day, and you have to work out several times a week, right? Well, being successful in the stock market is the exact same. You have to put in the work to learn it. You have to be putting in bringing in great information for as far as mindset goes. And you also have to be reading and learning about the stock market itself and different strategies and how to know when to buy and sell a stock. You have to be studying and learning that every day, or else you're not going to make any progress. You're not going to see any progress, and you're definitely not going to be successful in the stock market. So for those of you who feel like it seems scary or daunting or just something that you can't learn, well, you can't learn it if you're just sitting there dwelling on the fact that it seems hard, okay? You have to get in there and you have to start learning. We have a great series that we did in my Facebook group that you can still get access to. It is called the Build Your Watch List series. And through that series, I take you through how to pick out stocks that you can trade and invest in. Because I know that is one thing that stops people. They're like, I don't even know how to pick a stock. Like, wouldn't even know where to begin. That's where you begin. That is linked here in the description. Again, it will take you through what to look for in a stock for trading and what to look for in a stock for investing. Takes you each day through a different industry that you can potentially trade and invest in, and introduces you to up to 40 stocks. By the time you're done, you'll have a list that you can potentially trade and invest in, or you can start branching off from there to see what other companies are out there. But you have to get started in order to be successful. That is key number 2. So the first one is to define what success looks like for you. What are you trying to achieve? Is it trading your 9 to 5, building for retirement, or just making some supplemental income? The next is going to be actually getting started. Like, you're not going to see success if you don't get started. It's either day 1 or one day, and it's really up to you which one it's going to be, okay? But you have to get started at some point, or you're going to still be in the same place you are today and where you were yesterday. And don't sit back and be nervous or afraid to ask questions, because it's going to help you be successful. Like, if what you're trying to achieve is important enough, it's important enough to ask the question, what does this mean? How do I do this? Where do I go for this? Like, ask the question. That's why I have this free community on Facebook, which is also linked here in the description. But I have that free community for you to get in there and get that help and get those questions answered, so you can start learning, building for retirement, and building the financial legacies that our families don't have right now. We are where that stops. We are where that changes. We are the ones who are going to break that cycle of no financial legacies in our families. So we have to get started. Stop being scared. We have to make that first step for our families. You have to make the first step for your family, okay? And for yourself. Because if you don't, no one else will, okay? So thank you guys for joining me today. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up below. Share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next show.